Tasha's Hideous Laughter has been a pretty subpar card for Modern Mill recently. Let's be honest, the average CMC of the format is super high, and into all this counter magic, casting a 3-mana sorcery can be kind of mid, as the kids say these days. But I don't think that there aren't any matchups where it's good. As you'll see in the games today, the card actually does a lot of work still, and that really comes down to how you use it and why we're still playing it, and why ultimately I haven't replaced it yet. I don't think there is a better option for it. I just don't think it's that great. I mean, looking at the card itself, we all understand the high variance that it works with, right? It works with a total CMC, but sometimes a deck might have a 15 CMC card. You mill over 19 cards worth of CMC, and then that 20th card is that high CMC card, and you get lucky. And then other times you hit that first against Tron, and then you're only milling over like 2-3 cards. The card's super high variance, but that's why we love it. We love a little bit of extremes in our lives. We like a little bit of stress. What's life without a little bit of suffering? But in this modern metagame, there are decks like Death Shadow, the games you'll see today, where Tasha's Hideous Laughter is actually really powerful against. When you look at a deck that doesn't run Stubborn Denial anymore, a 3-mana 3 CMC sorcery isn't that bad when Drown in the Loch is the only counterspell that's stopping us. So the times when we can get away with a card like this is a lot more open. For example, in that list I just showed, if we do the math here, the rough CMC of this deck in the main board is approximately 60. So if you kind of count a turn 1 crab, maybe they play a threat, they play an expressive iteration, you hit them a couple times with some landfall triggers, maybe even an archive trap, you closely start to realize that they can get under 50 CMC, 40 CMC really quick. And then at that point, I mean, Tasha's is going to be hitting for a good majority of the deck, especially with Mishra's Bauble being 0. You're going to get a lot out of the way, especially a lot of those cards being very inconsequential for you. Remember, at the end of the day, if you mill over all their Shadows and their Dragon's Rage, and they're still left with, like, I don't know, 25 cards in their deck, Thoughtseize and Unholy Heat don't win them the game. See what I mean? Like, there's a lot of high variance to the card. And ultimately, even though I hate it, I can find a replacement for it, and you'll see why in these games. Enjoy.
Part 2. Onto numerically why anyone would definitely reasons someone prefers you might fundamentally prefer dealing with company and marketplace. Okay, this hand sucks. We're gonna mulligan this. What are these hands like? How do we like? Okay, I'm gonna keep this. I'm sorry, I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this. I'm going wild with it. I'm getting wild with it. I'm getting jiggy with it. Let's get it. Field of Ruin only draws? Like, yo, I'm keeping this. I do not care. Show game log. We have mulligan. Our opponent has been doing nothing. So I have some thoughts on this TCG player thing. I have to make 2 videos. So this is going to be one of them. I'm going to make this video as well. I definitely have some intro thoughts on this. I think I also have to make a videos on Tasha's. Tasha's is not a good Magic card right now. And I kind of just want to take it out of mill. I just don't know what's better. I kind of just want to take Tasha's out of mill. Does that mean bringing back Glimpse? Maybe. It's a big maybe. I just... Like, you can't play Mind Funeral, right? Because, like, I think you could play, like, 2 Tashas in the side. Like, what is Tasha supposed to do for you? You just play, like, 2 in the side. You could play for the Hammer matchup. You could play for the Burn matchup. The Burn matchup's not even that great anyway. You could play for Death Shadow. Like, it might be a necessary evil, truly. Like, it might just be a necessary evil, but, like, it really holds the deck back. It really holds the deck back right now, just in terms of, like, what's good. So, if you wanted to go from a perspective of trying to adapt to the metagame, I don't think Tasha's is where you want to be. I think if you're just hoping to play and tough it out, Tasha's is fine. There are going to be games and archetypes where Tasha's is insane. You're going to hit the nuts. You're going to exile their Emrakul. You're going to do everything that you wanted to ever do with Tasha's Hideous Laughter. But it might just not be the metagame for it. Let's see. So our opponent now knows we're playing against Mill. I don't even know if we need Maddening. We are blue heavy, so maybe it's still about being easier on the mana base, but we're trying to aggro them out. But I mean, there's so much main deck endurance everywhere, like, I don't know. Okay, let me give them... I'm just going to give them the Murktide. Oh. Interesting. Death Shadow. Okay. Ooh, even more interesting. Even more interesting. Oh, I milled over 3 Thoughtseize. Okay, good enough. I think I take Drown. Or Expressive Iteration. I'm gonna take Expressive Iteration. Yeah, I'm gonna go to their draw. I'm gonna take Expressive Iteration. Because if I can, speaking of Tasha's being bad, if I can resolve a Tasha's here, I win this game. At this point, you could always play cut your losses. Okay, we're gonna take the Expressive Iterations. Yeah, so they have a Drown in their hand. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. Right now, their CMC in their decks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It's 21. Like it's pretty much just like death, right? There's 4 card types in here. There's no point in taking that out. So I need to find a thing. Bauble. So now, because this is my thing, right? Like, play Mind Funeral. With these land, in this economy? With these land counts? I don't know about that right now. Okay. I don't know about that right now. Okay, Loch. You're gonna draw a card, that's fine. Oh, lordy lord, and we are gonna Field of Ruin the living bejesus out of you. I'm actually gonna take, I know their hand, right? So I know their hand, so we can take out the Gigantha. Like, they played Bauble, they played the Blood Crypt. I'll actually take out, they have a basic Swamp. Shadow Ragavan. I think I want to take out the Blue Source. Take out the Untap though, right? It's just more correct to take out the Untap, but I kind of want to take out their Blue Source. I just don't know, like, what's Shadow playing these days? So we go to like, what's Shadow playing these days? What's their mana makeup? This is definitely something to consider, right? So they're not playing basics. They're not playing basic island. They're not playing basic island, so I think it's actually just correct to do this. They might be in this list, but it doesn't look like some of these lists aren't. Yeah, okay. Oh, and I'm an idiot. I am an actual idiot. Okay, all right. Well, we're just gonna punt this game out right now because I got a friggin' island because I misclicked. Okay, all right. We're just gonna cringe our way through this game because we could have killed this Ragavan. But we are gonna cringe our way through this game. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of that. What do they have for? Oh, they put Gigantha into their hand. Never didn't have it. Never didn't have the Swamp, folks. Never didn't have it. Never didn't have the Swamp. Let's get it. Never didn't have it. All right, so they are kind of almost fresh out of islands at this point. So they are not playing much. Not doing much. Happens to me. Kind of randomly click. Okay, so let's play that out. I don't actually know why they're not playing cards out of their hand at this point. Like, they do still have an Unholy Heat, right? Like, they can kill my crab at like any point. They can do stuff and things. They're just getting milled out at this point. Okay. They're just getting milled out. Yeah, what's up? Okay, so in this case, what we're gonna do, right? So against the Death Shadow matchup, we're gonna be doing the classic board out all the crabs, win that way type of thing. So that is exactly what we're going to be doing. So yeah, board out all the crabs, dead their removal, and holy cow, this is the nuts. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh my god, we won the game. This is the game of Magic the Gathering. Let's go. We won the game. We won the game. We won the game, and Death Shadow sucks. This is it. This is everything that you've ever wanted. Aren't you entertained? Aren't you entertained by how absolutely amazingly we managed to luck ourselves out of that game? Come on. That was insane. Come on. A little bit of good, a little bit of manipulation with our Field of Ruins. All jokes aside, we managed to get there. I think against this deck, it's going to be about go for the throat. It's kind of a meme, but like it works. This is going to be like a board out all crabs type of situation, right? So the idea behind this is to blank their unholy heats, their fatal pushes, their removal. Probably bring in, probably are going to be a little bit of counter wars, right? Like that's probably what we're getting into. Probably what we're getting ourselves into. Kind of just want to bring like all of this. I kind of just want to bring in Ashiok, right? Like it kills the Croxas. I think that's how we got to play it. So our average CMC is like definitely rising here, right? That's kind of our no. I put the wrong column back. I put the wrong column back. Yo, if you're watching this on YouTube, like after the fact, I need an F in chat because I just put in the wrong column. I left the crabs in. Oh. I left the crabs in. I left the crabs in. I left the crabs in. I brought in nothing. I brought in nothing. Look at my sideboard. I brought in nothing. Pass through from there. If you have no thoughtseize off the rip, you have no thoughtseize off the rip. I know, right? Like at this point, because I kept them in. I feel like at this point the crabs have to win me the game. I feel like at this point the crabs have to win me the game. They have to. Oh, my opponent has one land. My opponent has one land. We're about to punish the living bejesus out of them. Let's get it. My opponent has one land. Let's go. F in chat for our opponent. Yo. All right. Still no lands off the top. Yo, we are going to Watery Grave. Shock that baby in. Then we're going to hitch that thing with the fatal push. Let's get it. It's dead. Whoa. All right. +1 to the punt counter, truly, right? Nah, there's no way. There is absolutely no conceivable way that I am about to get away with murder. There is absolutely no conceivable way that I'm about to get away with murder. Oh, 25 cards. Oh, baby, a triple. Like, oh, let's go. Oh, Lord, opponent. What do you got at this point? Like an unholy heat? No, you're done. You're done, baby. You're done. No, oh, opponent, it didn't even matter. It didn't even matter. Let's go. It didn't even matter. Yeah. Yo, let's get it. Okay. All right. It didn't even matter. It didn't even matter. Come on, chat. Yo, let's get it. Yo, it didn't even matter. Let's get it. Okay.